UVA's new interim president, Paul Mahoney's appointment sparks mixed reactions. A significant shift is underway at the University of Virginia, as the institution prepares to welcome a new interim leader during a critical transition period. But here's where it gets controversial. The selection process has sparked debate about transparency and governance that many in the UVA community find deeply important. During a special Board of Visitors meeting held on Monday morning, UVA announced that Paul Mahoney, a longtime UVA Law School professor and former dean, has been appointed as the interim president. Mahoney has been part of UVA Law for over 3 decades and notably led the law school as dean between 2008 and 2016. He will officially take over the role from acting president J.J. Wagner Davis on August 11th. In a statement, Mahoney expressed his gratitude and dedication, saying, "I am honored and humbled to serve as the interim president of the University of Virginia and to support the extraordinary students, faculty, staff, alumni, and parents who make this institution great. I thank the board for their trust and for making this decision in line with the university's core values of shared governance, academic freedom, and student self-governance." The board's appointment came after roughly 2 hours of a closed-door session. Interestingly, no detailed explanation was provided during the meeting to clarify why Mahoney was chosen over other potential candidates, leaving many to wonder about the criteria and discussions that led to this decision. Rector Rachel Sheridan later offered some insight, referencing input gathered from small group listening sessions and an online nomination portal, all part of UVA's efforts to listen closely to its community throughout July. She emphasized that the board aimed to identify a leader who embodies UVA's shared governance model, and that Paul Mahoney's deep ties to the university, as both faculty member and law school dean, along with his accomplishments as a lawyer, educator, and public servant, make him a fitting choice to guide UVA until a permanent president is found. However, this decision didn't resonate equally with everyone. Clay Dickerson, UVA's Student Council president, welcomed the news but highlighted an important nuance. He's relieved the search for an interim president won't run concurrently with the permanent president search. Regarding Mahoney himself, Dickerson was non-committal, saying, "It's okay. The person's identity matters less than their actions. I look forward to collaborating with him." Adding more context to the discussion, the board also released data about the nomination process. In the 10 days the online form was available, it received 599 nominations covering 143 individuals. Catherine Lindquist, executive director of UVA's Executive Search Group, mentioned 5 candidates who each received at least 30 nominations, but did not reveal any names or clarify if Mahoney was among them. This lack of detail has left some wondering, including Dickerson, who openly asked, "I'd like to know who those top nominees were and how Mahoney ranked among them." The timing of this board meeting was also notable, as it was the first since the UVA Faculty Senate cast a vote of no confidence against the board itself just weeks earlier, on July 11th. Faculty Senate Chair Jerry Seidman weighed in on Mahoney's interim appointment, recalling that the Senate's resolution called for an interim president who is an academic with a proven record of effective, inclusive, and collaborative leadership. Someone who honors UVA's mission and commitment to serving the public good. Seidman expressed cautious optimism. "I look forward to working with interim President Mahoney, whose tenure as law school dean showed his dedication to advancing UVA's mission." Yet some voices on campus are less convinced. Sociology professor Ian Mullins, who is part of the faculty committee with United Campus Workers of Virginia, voiced a common concern about the opaque nature of the selection procedure. Mullins highlighted that many faculty members he has spoken with remain frustrated by the lack of transparency, particularly regarding how the board analyzed the community feedback they collected. "Faculty want clearer insight into the board's decision-making process," he said. Looking ahead, the board announced plans to launch the search for UVA's 10th president starting in late August or early September, with an expected timeline of 4 to 6 months. Sheridan assured that the board is focused on maintaining stability, assembling a responsible search process, and safeguarding the university's critical components such as research funding, financial aid, and academic freedom. Still, Mullins urged caution against rushing through this process. He advocated for a slower pace with enhanced openness and greater involvement from faculty, staff, and students. The upcoming search committee, consisting of 28 members, will begin meeting soon, but the final decision rests with the Board of Visitors, who will ultimately select Jim Ryan's successor. Mullins reminded the community to consider the unusual circumstances surrounding these decisions. A highly regarded former president was compelled to resign due to a federal agency's intervention, a situation that many see as a serious infringement on UVA's autonomy and integrity. This extraordinary backdrop intensifies faculty demands for transparency and accountability far beyond what might be expected under typical circumstances. So, what do you think? Was Paul Mahoney the right choice for the interim president? Do you believe the board handled the selection process with enough openness? This is an important moment for UVA. Shouldn't the community have a louder voice? We'd love to hear your perspectives. So join the conversation and share your thoughts below. UVA names law professor Paul Mahoney as interim president amid leadership transition. The University of Virginia has appointed a seasoned academic and longtime faculty member, law professor Paul Mahoney, as its interim president, a move that captures attention during a period of significant transition. This decision was officially announced by the university's Board of Visitors during their recent meeting on Monday. Mahoney, who has been a part of UVA's School of Law since 1990 and served as its dean from 2008 to 2016, will oversee the university's leadership while the board embarks on a nationwide search to find a permanent replacement for Jim Ryan. The outgoing president, Jim Ryan, unexpectedly announced his resignation in late June and officially left his post on July 11th. His departure came amid mounting pressure from the U.S. Department of Justice, which was investigating UVA's policies regarding diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI. Many see his resignation as a direct result of political and institutional tensions surrounding the university's efforts to promote inclusivity. During an open session, UVA Rector Rachel Sheridan emphasized the board's dedication to stability and careful planning during this uncertain time. She explained that a diverse and comprehensive search committee has been formed to find the next leader of UVA. Sheridan stressed the importance of including voices from all parts of the university community, students, faculty, staff, alumni, and other stakeholders, to ensure the selection process truly reflects the values and mission of the institution. Representatives from the university's leadership explained that their approach was rooted in transparency and inclusivity. Catherine Lindquist, director of UVA's Executive Search Group, and John Koski, the university's chief human resources officer, described the community engagement process that led to Mahoney's appointment as interim president. This process involved multiple listening sessions designed to gather input and understand what the campus community expects from its leadership. Feedback from these sessions indicated a strong preference for an interim leader with significant academic experience, deep familiarity with UVA, and qualities such as strategic thinking, empathy, transparency, and trustworthiness. The community wanted someone who could navigate the university through a complex period of change and help unify diverse groups. The formal search for a permanent president is expected to officially commence in late August or early September. However, it is already set against a backdrop of political controversy and conflict within Virginia's higher education system. For instance, George Mason University's board recently decided to keep its current president, Gregory Washington, despite concerns that political pressure and investigations into hiring practices might threaten his position. Similarly, there's been legal contention when Democratic state senators challenged the legality of certain university board appointments made by Governor Glenn Youngkin. This ongoing dispute underscores how deeply intertwined university leadership decisions have become with broader political debates. They are embedded within a highly charged political environment that influences university governance and challenges the independence of educational institutions. Do you think the political pressures will shape the future of university leadership in Virginia and beyond? How might universities balance civic engagement, political accountability, and academic independence? Your thoughts, comments, and reactions are welcome to explore further. University of Virginia appoints Interim President Paul Mahoney. Imagine the weight of responsibility that comes with leading one of the most prestigious universities in the United States. The University of Virginia, UVA, has just appointed a new interim president, and the choice has sparked both excitement and curiosity. But here's where it gets controversial. The appointment comes at a time when the university is navigating significant changes and challenges. Let's dive into the details and explore what this means for UVA's future. On Monday, August 4th, 2025, the Board of Visitors of the University of Virginia announced the appointment of Paul Mahoney as the interim president. Mahoney, a distinguished professor at the UVA School of Law, will take on this critical role starting August 11th. His appointment follows a special meeting where the board carefully considered the qualities and characteristics needed to lead the university through this transitional period. Mahoney is no stranger to UVA. He has been a faculty member at the School of Law since 1990 and served as the dean from 2008 to 2016. His extensive experience and deep connection to the university make him a natural fit for this role. As a David and Mary Harrison Distinguished Professor, Mahoney has held various administrative positions and has been a key figure in the university's academic and legal communities. His leadership and dedication to UVA's mission are well documented, making him a strong candidate to guide the institution during this time of change. The Board of Visitors, led by Rector Rachel Sheridan, emphasized the importance of UVA's shared governance model in selecting Mahoney. Sheridan highlighted Mahoney's long-standing connection to the university and his extensive achievements as a lawyer, professor, and public servant. She expressed confidence that Mahoney's leadership will